Well, hello and welcome to GTNC Total Nerdy Channel. We are back in Starmada to continue our little Let's Play tutorial series. And it's very dangerous to go around in space finding a planet or such. You know, I mentioned in last episode about you should be careful to not jump into a sun or anything. Look at these pictures. Indeed, it was very close, but by pure luck I didn't get hurt. So, even if you are a experienced StarMade player, you might fly into the sun from time to time. Anyways, I have been exploring the universe a little bit and I found a little planet I think I want to set down because the sky looks rather coolish here, I believe. If we go into the M menu, the map, we can see that the sector doesn't belong to anyone, so we could claim this little sector here. Isn't that nice, the M menu here? So, let's go. Oh, by the way, you sit on stuff by pressing T. Could be good to know. Okay, let's switch to some camera. And you see that the sun and the stars are actually moving. That's very cool, and that's because we are close to the planet's atmosphere. The planet or anything doesn't actually spin, but we have the effect of the sun spinning around the planet to give this little nice impression of planetary landing stuff and you know whatnot. And I am pressing C to see what plate is most top. If you would come in from galactic north, I guess there are 3 different plates that could be the top one. So if we press C like this, yes, I think we select this little plate here to be the plate we inhabit for now. And we should actually have some rail docks for our ship later on, but for now it will do with the contact landing. But if you have a weak computer, your stuff might lag a little bit when you do that. Anyways, we will plant a faction module. The faction module is rather valuable, so we will put it in the basement here, you see. And here we see this is sand, but this is some ore that's actually valuable. Let's mine some of that. Oh, 9 ore blocks, fantastic. So of course you do most of your building with fancy build blocks and you know more advanced methods, but here in the first times it's maybe more a bit Minecraft style. Thing is, we just want to dig ourselves a bit into the ground just to get that. Ooh, more ores. Of course we need to take the ores when we see them, but we want to dig down to the earth a bit to protect our faction module slightly. Alright, it's a bit weird, but planets do not have shields. You can't have shields on planets. The planet's health do however generate, but that's the core, so you might want to be careful with building very cool stuff on planets as they might be wrecked, simply put. Oh well, I guess nobody's gonna check here, except all the Starmada servers member that I guess half of them will see this video. So, but there are no douchebags here, so it's fine. Okay, enter faction signature you want to do now when you placed your faction block. So, now this planet segment belonged to the trading cartel. And we're gonna make this faction home, so people can see where we live. Isn't that cool? Everybody knows we live here now, so now we're really not sneaky. Now we will take this system for control. And we can revoke the ownership here, and we can set permission models here, so everybody can use it and or only, you know. Set rank. Okay, I don't know. Anyways, it's the different faction, like ranks basically. Anyways, we can reset the faction signature, or we can also rename the planet. So we will call this planet Orion. No, we will call it, now let's see here. I play MechWarrior. What is the map name? Is it Ethan? I don't know. Eh. I can't spell. Let's just name it Orion. Orion 55. Just because why not? We can change the name later. That's fantastic with the faction models. So, thing is, why would we want to claim this as ours? This system and stuff. Well, let me tell you. If we do that, then we will be able to get much more mining. You see, there is a mining bonus when you own your place. Actually, I think the mining bonus might be higher if you mine on enemy territory. Actually, I think that's the plus part of having enemies. So you can go and sneak mine their territories, so your relation will get even worse. Anyways, it's very nice with the sun going up and down as we have the rotating effect of the atmosphere. That's one of the main things why it's nice to have a planet. The reason why it's nice to have your first base as a planet is because it doesn't cost anything. To spawn a station isn't as expensive as it was before, and it does depend on your server, but I think it's 30,000 or I don't remember. Something, I don't know. It's the P button, and I need 1 million credits to spawn it, so it's not very expensive, but it's far away from your regular starting capital, you see. So, want to mine some. Now we have the mining bonus. I think we can go into the menu here, and we can go and select faction. Receive diplomacy offers. No. Faction points. I think we can go. Maybe it's just in the map. Or we might need a scanner to actually see the bonus. Let's check here. Oops. Crashing around here. I love navigating the menu while sitting in the ship. It's very confusing. Oh well. It's oh well. we might need a scanner. I think it's the easiest way to see. It's with a scanner. Well, here is our salvage ship at least. Now we will use the salvage beam a bit. For one part we want to mine this, but it's a little funny thing here. I should teach you the first weapon grouping thing you might want to know. You see that we can use this beam, but we have to reload it from time to time, and that's not so fun. But what you can do is you can go into... It's easier from build mode. Here we have the salvage computer. Then we can slave up the cannon computer using the C and V buttons. C to select and V to connect up or slave. So now our cannon computer is the same. We can't use the cannon anymore, but our mining beam is now continuous. It's continuously mining, so that's really nice. And I'm really annoyed by this little floating island, so we will decide to remove this. Then we will mine some of the asteroids. As the asteroids have more resources to yield. And I'm using shift to stay floating, if you're wondering what I'm doing or how I'm doing that. Now I'm just sitting on the ground. And this goes a lot faster when you have some actual big mining lasers and not this little tiny thing that we go with. Just want to eat this little thing up here. By the way, I'm just gonna check the what is it? The bonuses. So be back in a second. Alright, so the ship got a bit stuck here. We can always roll out of everything. If you get stuck, you can use your roll button. That's the best use of them. Heh. Anyways. So, I checked it up and the mining is as such that the enemy fields yields twice as much almost as your fields, and your allies is also profitable, of course. Neutral is decent, and other people's like other is not so profitable. So either neutral space, your own space is better, or even better, your enemy's space. So now we know that. If we click the N button, we have the navigation, and we can set navigation filter here, and we want to have some asteroids in this. So we want to sort by distance, so we can have the closest one. So we can go to the closest asteroid and go for some mining. The range of the mining laser is about 1,500 meters, if I remember correctly. So we can start now, maybe. And this is a huge rock. As you understand, we will not be able to mine this rock because it's too big. And the sun is really mabushy. As you might understand, we just like to pick out the valuables. When we have a focused little mining ship or a small ship like this, we want to aim for eating the actual, aim for the resources. Because if we will mine this as a whole piece, which you would do with a bigger miner, it would take eternity. That's why we do this. And now we also own the system, so we got a little bonus. That's nice. But for the bonus, we will see the exact bonus, as it depends on settings, when we installed a scanner, which we should do. Any nice mining ship should be equipped with a scanner. The asteroids have different colors, and the different colors contain different types of minerals. So the most rare asteroid is the Larimer asteroid, and maybe you know from Star Squadron there is this Larimer alliance trying to take it all for themselves. Evil. Oh well. Maybe we... oh, actually we can just turn it on. Have it turned on all the time. You'll see something we aim, because it doesn't... it's not so... like, we have very few storage areas, but actually we can fit a lot of stuff in here. I mean, if we go... oh yes, there is one thing you have to do to see your cargo. You actually have to go to it and name it. So stash, set inventory name, cargo. You can name it to anything. And then you can see here, there are lots of blocks and it's like 3%, 3-4% full. And it's almost like 2000 blocks or something in there. So it's, I don't know, much blocks anyways. Anyways, now we can go to ship and we can go to cargo and we can see the stuff here. When you name the inventory, that is. Very curious why there is a blue shards and red crystals. It's really weird because the crystals are the big things. I guess it kind of makes sense, but let's move on to the next asteroid. Just want to take some more. Because we need the different materials, you see. It's very interesting that way. Next asteroid is right over there. Oh, here we have it. Very close to. Oh no. Ugh. So here we have the black stuffs. To make the ultraviolet lights and lots of different stuff. The green rock we can use to make green paint if we like to. Or it's a very decorative block, so we can actually refine it to... what is it called? Refine it to polished, or no, chiseled. I remember the name. You can process these green blocks at least so they look a bit nicer, and you can use them for covering in your streets or anything, or you could just sell them. Well, indeed, there are some resources here. And as said, we shouldn't pick them all. We should just pick a little bit. But I can't stop because it's, you know, you get resources. It's very fun. There's like clusters of them. And you're like, wow, I need to get them all. And that's one of the charms with StarMade. But But when you big builds, it can feel a bit tiresome to mine it all, but fortunately we got some mining commands and stuff later on that we will have a good look at soonish. Okay, I believe that this maybe get us started. Guess we should actually check for a third variant of asteroid. Oh, it's that one, of course. Yes. We want the Varat too. No, wait. That's the one. This is a new one. I'm getting confused. We'll take a few good bits out from this one too. Ooh, this is the white stuff. Kind of very good material actually. We need this stuff. So there are lots of different colors on the asteroid, but you actually need all the colors in order to create what you might like. All right. Do we have enough? Let's check our inventory. Just we see the resources there. It's so nice. So nice. Lots of them. Oh well, let's be moving on. We've been mining long enough. I just can't stop myself from mining. Let's see, Basitine. Which is the next ones? Oh, here are some. Should have a quick look at the other asteroids, because if we don't get some of it we will need to order it, and that's trading. Oh no. All right. Don't seem very strange. Where is the resources? This actually looks like a huge rock. Just want a few of those resources if there are any. I don't know, maybe there are empty asteroids. If there are, this is probably one of them. Or it's deep. Burrowed into the asteroid maybe? And we should have a little light. There's a little light lag that looks like the sun gets through when we hit it. But we're not through, so it's not that. It says it has resources. I don't see any though. We'll have a quick on this one too. This is Larimar. It's the most unusual ore. Or not ore, but here we have the purple ore here, which is kind of valuable, they say. So we should get some of the ore. We also need the blue Larmar for making blue paint. Well, I think that after we gotten this, we will be able to move over to our planet again and begin the basic factorings. Well, this is how you gather resources anyways. It's pretty straightforward. When you set up your miner, like we did in the last episode, it's just to mine. I will just check here. Okay. I think that we will make the basic crafting mainly next episode, so we'll just continue mining. Excuse me if I got your hopes up for this episode. If you wanted to see more, but we're already kind of long into. Anyhow, then I will change the objective a little bit here, because you see that we can do fleet mining. One thing we do want to do, however, is of course, let's see here, transferring our goods to our planet. So let's see here, what side may be up? It doesn't matter so much actually. Oh no, we crashed into it. Collision damage is off, so it doesn't matter so much, but you know. Definitely this one. We will make a little base of some sort. Now, we don't have a build block, which is kind of annoying, but, well, what do you do? So we will remove some stuff from here, we will go into our inventory, and we have nothing here. Or we have something, but what we can do is that we can go into this one, and we can use this as personal cargo. We can click this button here. This means that we can access this cargo from wherever we are in universe using the quantum transfer of matter, in fact, but it only reaches one sector, so we can't reach it from farther away. First of all, we will spawn our little storage here. So here is our little storage to be placed. We hook this up by selected by C, and we can now press V, or actually we don't need to press V. What? I didn't know that. You can only you can only place cargo blocks while in a one of those build blocks. Well, isn't that embarrassing? Well, at least I can reach the let's see, inventory to get to the cargo. Yes, cargo, thank you. And if I open this up, I can transfer stuff from the cargo like this. I can shift click too, but of course it doesn't have any attached oh, we can actually fit everything into this box without any attached storages, so that's really cool. Or I guess we can see that because the... oh, well, it's a little full, but you know. Oh well, we could fit everything inside. We can stuff some more things in here. Okay. Stuff. Because we will use this personal cargo very often. And when we build, we will generally use that. Look, if we can't... oh yes, that I should mention. If you have your faction home base as a planet, it will be indestructible, as well as a station. But if you have a faction home base and you decide to have it, or rather, if you have a planet base that it's rather big and cool, I would suggest you make it your faction home base, because if you do, nobody can mess with your stuff. Faction home bases are indestructible. So it's also good to have your faction home base being the one that claims the sector, or not the sector, rather the system. The entity that claims the system, because in that case you will never lose control of that particular system. So if I have many systems, I could maybe this one and this one, I could easily lose those. But my system that my faction home base planet is in will be indestructible. Oh well, maybe we can make this little jolly go out mine for us. Let's do a little check of that. Whoops. So we go in here and we go fleets, create new fleet, GI meaning Communism Industries Mining Group, add member, GI Vinderer, yes. Now we can order this fleet to mine this sector. It doesn't work. Order. All fleets except the flagship will try to mine asteroids in the sector. Alright. Yes, that's right. We need another one. Oh well. But mining can be almost automatic. Isn't that nice? We should get some mining drones running out there later on. But next episode we will do some basic crafting, and now we sit here on our very valuable box and hope that the pirate doesn't come, because if they do we will be in big trouble, as we are unprotected. So we will need to fix our stuff up a little bit indeed, set up our basic base. But this has been mining and resource gathering, and I hope I see you next episode. This is Jimmyism, Total Nerdy Channel, officially out.